guys, and welcome to my new channel, One Hell of a Woman, where I remind you that you're one hell of a woman too. Our sponsor today is Spring Case. I've been using mine for the past 3.5 weeks or so. I really like it. They come in white and black. I've dropped it a few times. There's absolutely no scuffs even on the case, let alone my phone. So as far as being durable, I mean, you got my praise. And they've offered to give you guys a few, so stay tuned and find out how you guys can get yours towards the end of the video. So my topic today is talking about cancer. We're going to be talking about cancer a lot because this is what I know, this is what I've been through, and I think cancer relates to a lot of different illnesses in the way that it can be devastating, it can change your life. What I mainly want to focus on for this one is telling your family and your friends that you have cancer. This can be a really difficult thing. A lot of people don't have any clue on how to relay this information to your loved ones. So there are many different ways that we communicate nowadays, and telling people that you have cancer is probably not the easiest thing. It's not the easiest text to send. It's not the easiest message to send or receive, for that matter. But it is necessary some days when you're diagnosed with cancer. Hopefully not. In my situation, I didn't really have that choice. Had I had the choice to tell people that I had cancer in my own specific way, here's what I might have done. I would have formulated a nice, clean message via Facebook. Maybe I would have made a group, kept it private, and just invited the people that care and matter the most to me in my life to tell them what's up. Sending individual message to each person you know is so hard, and I really wouldn't recommend doing that. You know, you can have some friends over and just be like, this is what's going on with me, guys, and explain it and answer the questions, and you know, take some time for yourself to really understand what you're getting into and what you're releasing onto the world, because you're telling everyone that you're ill, which is a difficult thing to talk about, and it's a difficult thing to have all the answers when you don't have all the answers. You know, people are going to ask you questions and they're not going to understand the language that you're just being introduced to. Like, that'll be a whole other video, is cancer language. And then, you know, tell them if someone else asked about you or said what's going on with her, they have permission to kind of represent you on your end. I think that would have been really nice for me, but unfortunately that wasn't how it came out to the world. Definitely try and take control, write a nice clean message, and invite the people into your life that already matter. This is how I came out to the world that I had cancer. As a lot of you guys know, I was living in Vancouver, BC. I was working there as a flight attendant. At the time of my diagnosis, I was living with one of my brothers, and my mom had come to visit to stay with me during my biopsy. So she was there, as well as one of my brothers was there when I got the actual news. My parents own a little restaurant in Saskatchewan, Canada, where I'm originally from. And one day a guy came into the restaurant where my dad was working. My mom was already with me in Vancouver. This was about 3 days after my diagnosis. And my dad wears his heart on his sleeve, so he told the man what he was experiencing, what was going on in his life. I'm sure there were tears involved and all the rest. And he was actually on his way to Manitoba to bury his father's ashes, I believe, because that's where he was originally from. So he actually stopped back in on the way home, back to BC, had another meal with my father, and they got along really good, I guess, and had a good conversation again. And he just knew the situation that my father was in. So the man offered to pay for his meal via check. My dad said, don't worry about it, it's totally fine. We'll catch you on the next trip out, or, you know, whenever you're back in the area, don't even worry about it. And that's just one of the many kind things that my dad has done in his life. And he said, oh, no, don't, come on, just hand me that pen here. And he actually just grabbed the pen behind the counter, ended up writing my father a check for $10,000. This completely blew my father away, and you know, my whole family was just really overwhelmed with such generosity and how much a complete stranger can care for another person, you know, going through a difficult time, which is exactly, you know, what my father's done his whole life, is cared for other people and poured his heart out to others. So it was really nice to see it received by someone that deserved it, and that was, you know, it was just a really wonderful thing to have happen at that time. So he said, you know, go out, take this money, go out and see your daughter, fly out, and you know, take care of her and be around her. So that was a big way that it kind of broke to to my family and like locals, but the news picked up on it and they asked my dad to do an interview right away. You know, they're on you like so quick. So they came out, they filmed him. My dad held a photo of me, and that news went viral. Like, it was all over the world that there was this $10,000 tip. And fans found out, people from high school found out, people that I hadn't talked to in years found out about my cancer before I was really ready to talk about it. I'm waking up to these ding, 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 ding. And there, lo and behold, my dad has done national friggin' news telling people that I have cancer. I was a little bit mad at him, to say the least. But in the end, it's worked out. It was a good thing. Yes, it was a little bit out of control and kind of chaotic, but that's what cancer is, so why would I expect anything else? It turned out to be a really good thing in the end. This was just one of the ways that kind of pushed me to be public, you know, saying that it's okay, people are here to support you, and people care. So that's kind of my story about being public with I guess like a diagnosis and finding out how to tell people. I hope you get a few of the tips here and take them to heart. Share them with your friends and family. You know, you never know who's fighting silently too. Let them know that it's okay and there's people out there that are willing to support them. But also kind of have control and figure out how you want to tell the world and how you want to tell the people that you love and care for, and how that's going to be the best for you. Because it's all about taking care of yourself, you know, that's the most important part. So whatever's good for you. So be sure to head to Facebook, enter in this week's contest for your very own Brink case. I will be doing videos every single week. I'm excited to find out more about you guys. I'm excited for the feedback that you guys can provide for me. I want to share my story, you know, I went through it. I know a lot about what it is to fight cancer at 25. And just now I'm really getting into doing video and really sharing every detail, because there's only so much a photo can really tell, and there's only so much you can write at the time, and unfortunately at the time I wasn't prepared to talk about it in this kind of way. So I'm excited you're here. Make sure you subscribe, check out the competition, the little giveaway that we're doing, and I hope you guys enjoy the channel.